Yeah. Alright, welcome guys to the show. This is Just Bounce. With me, I got Ethiok in the building.
Yo, what up? How y'all guys doing?
Hey, and to my right, we have Thomas. What's happening, Thomas?
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a while. It's feeling good.
Hey. And of course, the politician, DDK, aka Didi Kumkum, the best day since Ekpan Koko. Welcome to the show once again. It is going to be, okay, those at home cannot see that I am wearing Lakers colors today because Lakers are going to be in so much of the news and I can't wait. But before we get into the show, we'll just handle some business. First of all, if you want to follow our show, if you want to watch, highlights of the show, our Instagram handle is Just Bounce Podcast, Twitter handle Just Bounce Pod, and the YouTube channel is The Politician. So BALLITICIAN, The Politician. All right, and if you want to contact us for sponsorship, you want to talk business with us, you call this number 0811-0673-206. That's 0811-0673-206. All right, let's get straight to it. Meanwhile, guys, how was your week before I get to this? Because I know it was crazy in the NBA, but how was your week?
It was a good week. It was a long week, but it was a good one.
Yeah.
For me, I had a great time this week. The preseason football session is loading, and of course, I was very practical about the FIBA World Cup right there, and of course, talking about the FIBA Afro-Jan, the first of its kind right there. FIBA had to do something with the African basketball, and it was the first of its kind. But unfortunately, Nigeria lost in that particular one against Algeria. We'll get more details as the show goes on.
Yeah, it's alright. Okay. Speaking of crazy weeks, Lakers have had a crazy week, obviously. So I don't know if you heard about this, but the executives, there were about 20 executives that came together and they had a poll. And when they were asked who they think will win the championship, they ranked Clippers number one, which was no surprise. But Lakers were not anywhere in the top four. So they had, I don't know the order now, but there is Utah Jazz, there is Milwaukee Bucks.
Okay.
What other team? I think Philadelphia 76ers is also above the Lakers, but Lakers was not in the top four.
Does that mean
Even Houston Rockets?
I think Houston may have been above Lakers as well. Yes. What do you think about this ranking?
I'm appalled, and I think the execs probably have something against the Lakers organization, probably because they've won the most championships in NBA history.
Yeah.
One. And then two, because LeBron always finds a way to get his way, and I respect him for that. So, there's going to be a lot of hate because he's a player. I mean, he's able to pretty much control, things as a player. So,
but to be fair, right? I see why they will put Clippers there. I'll put Clippers there as well.
I would too.
I see why they put Clippers there.
But not top five?
But to say Utah Jazz, I mean, I know they added Mike Conley, but come on, man. Mike Conley is not the savior. It's not the second coming. Relax. Okay,
Well, I think for me, everybody has his own ranking. Yeah, we shouldn't start debating on that guy's ranking. Of course, I can put up my own ranking, and of course, basically the facts, what I mean. Mike Conley to Utah Jazz, I've always liked Mike Conley, but I'm thinking Utah Jazz are not even a team to be ranked over there. Lakers, no problem, no chance. No. But for me, Houston Rockets are going to be a team to... It's going to be a formidable squad next season.
Yeah.
My man, Westbrook,
hello.
teaming up with James
The
Harden,
beard.
PJ Tucker. Great squad.
Hello.
For me, but I think sometimes it's about when you take a look at a team, when you're doing the paperwork, you see that, hey, this team have a chance to prove them wrong. But then when you get into the courts, might be a different ball game because the underdog kind of team may want to pull off a stunt. So for me, what can you do in the courts? That's what really matters. It's not about the paper talk. It's not about the quality you have in your teams. What can you accumulate in the court?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think the ranking was also made because of what they think that this people can do on the court. Also, were you saying that you would put Utah Jazz in the top four?
No. I was just saying that Mike Conley is a great addition, but for me...
It wasn't just him, though. They added
Bogdanovic.
Thanks for helping with that name.
Bogdanovic has always been someone who plays from the bench, so Has he been someone that?
No, last year
he
had a great season.
Yeah, especially after what was the guy Oladipo? After Oladipo went down, injured, like he came swinging, yeah. And then they had Rudy Gobert, defensive player of the year. They have Donovan Mitchell, the Spider. So yeah, they have a good team, but I mean, putting them over the Lakers, I don't know if I would do that.
Guys, please, I'm not trying to deviate, but I want us to talk about Denver Nuggets, who are going to be able to get this particular transfer time, because last season they were doing so well, and They came out second in the Western Conference, if I'm not wrong. I wanted to see if they can reinforce that particular squad, because next season, of course, everyone wants to contend for it.
I know you're a football fan, so I'll answer this with football. You remember when Leicester won the league in soccer?
Yes. You know why they were not doing well the next season? Because they sold a lot of players. They were not reinforcing. And this is why Denver Nuggets, I want to talk about them. They need to reinforce. Yeah, they finished second.
Just know that Denver is going to have the same kind of story as Leicester City. The only difference is that Leicester was number 1 and Denver was number 2. Forget about Denver, don't worry.
Yeah, definitely I'll agree with you. If they're not busy right here in the preseason, if they're not trying to get things done, definitely they may be going down, because you can see a team you can say lock shine on them. Lock shine on Denver Nuggets. But I don't want to believe that. I want them to reinforce, because next season I want to see the smaller team aiming for the title.
That's
interesting like that.
So like the Knicks.
The Knicks are not a smaller team. It's a big team.
That's about the worst team in the league, but we'll come to that later.
Okay, if you say the Knicks, then what's wrong with Phoenix Sun?
Okay, you guys are going the wrong way.
Okay, let's still stay on this executive poll. I think this is where me and Ifyok are going to butt heads. They also voted for the best player going into the league, going into this season rather. Number 3 was James Harden. Number 2 was Giannis Antetokounmpo. Number 1 was LeBron James. Sorry. Number 1 was Kawhi Leonard. So, but why I said LeBron's name was because he had 0 votes in this entire poll. So 20 people in a room. None of them said LeBron James could be the best player in the league. If you're to that, you say what?
I say nothing. I just say
you agree?
Let's watch and see how the season goes. I think LeBron is still definitely one of the top 5 players in the league, if not top 3. And that's not even with sentiment. I mean,
LeBron. How is LeBron top 3?
Well, who's better than him?
The 3 guys we just mentioned.
Kevin Durant's not playing this season.
That means he's not even top 4.
First of all, I will never choose Antetokounmpo over LeBron James. Never.
Why?
He doesn't have the polish on his game.
Size,
He's
power.
never.
I think his polish his game is just the jump shot.
He's not up to a LeBron level. He can't lead his team the way LeBron can lead the team.
Well,
he's never proven.
Well, he led his team to the playoffs. LeBron led his team to
just one year, right?
Well, yeah, but they're talking about this. They're talking about so it's not like a lifetime achievement. They're talking about this year based on what happened last year.
Going into the season.
Yeah,
so I don't mind. It's going into the season. We can have our own stereotypes or.
I think this is what the media gets to I think get it wrong. They tend to talk about the player that did well at the present times and forget the player that season out of season some time ago he was one of the
because there's this thing called age and attrition.
Yeah, but it doesn't happen to people like the LeBron James, the Kobe Bryants.
It does.
Eventually,
I can see age. I can see age.
Yeah, well, this might be eventually. Nah, man. Look, LeBron is he's. When I say he needed AD to come to the Lakers, he actually did. Like, LeBron doesn't have that. Granted, 5 years ago, you could say you put players on LeBron's back, and I don't even think he was carrying players. He always had 2 All-Stars.
Can we
had some Hall of Famers on his team?
Can we not forget that the season before last, he was in the finals Cleveland. 8 years straight.
Yeah,
how do we forget that so fast?
Yeah, but look at the first 4 years of going to the finals. Best shooter in the world, arguably at that time, Ray Allen. Best 2 guard, third best 2 guard, Dwayne Wade. Chris Bosh, 11-time All-Star.
You're gonna like this. I want to apologize to any and everybody who listened to me when I said Dwayne Wade was better than Kobe Bryant.
Please. Thank you.
That is. When I was coming, I was just.
Nah, he's trying to butter me up. I know. He's trying to butter me up.
How can you compare Dwayne Wade to the Black Mamba?
Look, man, if you want me to be crucified that day, like,
Oh my
but don't worry,
goodness.
he's apologized. We forgive him. Kobe,
All right.
we forgive you, Phil. He's alright. He's alright. But okay, so that was the first 4 years. He had these Hall of Famers.
Right.
Then the next 4, who's the best ball handler in the league?
For me,
Yeah,
Curry,
second.
Ivan.
Okay, he had Kyrie. One of the best rebounders ever in the league, Kevin Love. He had him, and obviously
Love.
one of the best shooters as well.
Definitely.
Who
Hold
else?
on, I'm looking at the case you're making, and
No, I'm trying to say.
I think just let him finish.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I'm trying to say, LeBron has. People have always painted LeBron to be this guy that has been able to carry teams to the finals.
Right.
And he didn't really carry them. He had a lot of help. The first time he did not have 2 All-Stars, they didn't even make the playoffs. You know, last season he had Ingram, all them young bloods. They did not make it to the. So he has never proven.
But
Yeah,
I think he had injury that season. He missed
He's
18
been to the
games.
finals before.
Okay,
without
but
any All-Star.
what was his record when he was playing? 28 and 27, which
Sorry,
means about
sorry.
a 50% win.
He's been to the finals before without any All-Star on his team.
Yeah, and then he got so yeah. That time, well, Zydrunas or Goscos was an All-Star.
I don't think he was that season though.
Yeah, but I mean that was an All-Star, and he's 4 or something.
he's
Like he
injured.
had.
All right, let's go back, guys. See,
Okay.
What brought up this argument is Antetokounmpo and
And LeBron.
LeBron.
Yeah, I'm
Bad
saying
argument.
Antetokounmpo carried people with 1 All-Star. Let's be fair, he had 1 All-Star.
Brook Lopez is an All-Star.
Yeah, but he didn't make an All-Star. Brook Lopez is like.
Come on, it's the same Zydrunas Ilgauskas, but Brook Lopez is better than Zydrunas.
Really?
Yeah, way better.
Yeah.
Different stroke.
So if you was talking about that, Antetokounmpo doesn't have this leadership quality,
Yeah,
and
he
you were
doesn't.
trying to defend
Yeah, of
Antetokounmpo.
course. He took his team to the conference finals,
So definitely
and LeBron didn't take his team to the playoffs even.
that was last season.
That was we're talking last season. Yeah.
When Giannis goes to the finals, we can make this conversation.
Now the thing is, what have you done for me lately? Don't you know that song? I know you're old school. You know that song. What have you done for me lately?
Hotline bling.
So like, yeah, he has his whole track record of, you know, and
Okay,
of course there are
okay.
people that, you know, when they are writing your history and then they're painting your portrait and then they make it a little finer than you actually are.
Oh,
Yeah, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's what they've done to LeBron now. They keep saying, oh, you know, he's Superman.
I think Kobe went through this as well, so I'm gonna accept it. Kobe went through this.
Yeah, Kobe's different.
Mm.
Kobe actually did carry teams on his back. Kobe did, like, with Lamar Odom.
Not to the finals.
What do you mean? He went to 7.
Yeah, but he didn't carry them on his back.
What do you mean?
I mean, Paul Gasol. I mean, Shaq.
What is a Paul Gasol?
I mean, Karl Malone.
What is it?
I mean, Gary Payton.
Paul Gasol, all the people I mentioned, they were top 10 players.
How many Hall of Famers has
Paul Gasol was not top 15.
How many Hall of Famers did Kobe play with? At least 7.
What
At
do you mean
least
at least 7? Smush Parker.
No, I'm not talking.
Okay, D Fish, Derek Fisher,
Paul
Mike,
Gasol, Shaq,
Paul Gasol,
Karl
Shaq.
Malone, Gary Payton.
Don't call Karma. Stop
They
it!
went,
If
they
you're
went to the
stop.
finals. They went to the finals.
Oh my gosh!
Listen, they went to the finals.
If you're, I want to throw
They
a
went to the
laptop at
finals
if
and
you're. What do you
lost.
mean, Karl Malone? They didn't even win. Karl Malone just came to spoil that team. Him and he came to fight Kobe. How can a team want to fight you? Why? don't even mention Karl Malone, please.
Okay, listen. Just,
After Jordan finished whooping
I
his
have
butt.
a quick question. Aside from all the bantering, like, what do you think of DeMarcus Cousins coming to the season?
I think he has a lot to prove. First of all, injury, you know, after the injury and all, and he showed flashes of being a bona fide center. So I think that's in the playoffs. I think he'll bring more of that now if he's healthy. He says he's healthy and he has lost a lot of weight.
Right.
He's almost as skinny as AD now. So I want to see what that's going to do to his athleticism. But he has a lot to prove. I think he'll do well this season.
Okay.
Well, how about you? What do you think, Boogie?
DeMarcus, I mean, he's a great player. I can remember that time he came from injury. He was replacing some loopholes right there for Golden State Warriors. But then again, in the finals, he wasn't really able to step up to the plate. He wasn't really able to.
Yeah. He had one monster game in the finals.
Kevin Durant, because there were a lot of people saying that he was going to come cover up for Kevin Durant in the final. But
I mean, first of all, anybody that said that is just wicked. You can't say Damascus is going to cover for KD. Nobody can cover for KD, man. That's a walking.
So which club was he trading to?
Lakers.
Is it Lakers?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Lakers big contenders for next season.
And
well, guys, I want us to just take this 10 minutes to talk of local stories. Yeah. Before we head to their adverts coming on.
All right.
Before we pay some bills. Talking about the FIBA Afrojan right there for the Africans. You know, FIBA had to do something. When I'm talking about FIBA had to talk about. It means the Federation of Basketball Worldwide. Of course, you know the FIBA World Cup is coming up 31st of August this particular year, and Nigeria have been preparing. But in this particular maiden of the FIBA Afrojan competition, Nigeria had a very, very bad time. But for me, the result of this particular one was the value of the result wasn't in that particular result, because I'm thinking that Nigeria lost to Algeria. That was their game. They needed that game to qualify for the next stage.
But always lose to Algeria.
Yeah.
Football, basketball.
I don't know. We failed to beat Democratic Republic of Congo. We failed to beat teams like Kenya. That was really bad.
Congo can dance Makosa.
But definitely, Nigeria. It was a time for Nigeria to groom young stars. There's this particular guy, Michael Ogigi. He was one of the fastest players in the tournament according to FIBA. I could see his highlights. It was great. So I'm very excited about the FIBA Afrojan competition. It had to deal with young stars. Of course, home base basketball, Nigerian basketballers.
Right.
So this is something very great. FIBA Afrojan was fantastic. And also...
Were they all home base though?
Yeah, all on base. All on base. So, and also in the course of the week, Nigeria had the D-Tigers, the senior men, preparing for the World Cup right there in China, had to play a friendly game with Dominican Republic.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Alex Mora's boys were able to mastermind and win that particular game, which was very great. But for me, I'm very excited because this particular World Cup, Nigeria have a lot of players representing the NBA, the Euro League, big basketball leagues in the world. So we expect a lot from Nigeria in this particular. We'll not forget Nigeria are drawn against Russia, South Korea, and Argentina in Group B. Hey guys, we've already talked about this before, talking about who is Nigeria likely to go through in this particular one. Who will they be able to beat? I remember you said, DDK, you said Russia. Nigeria can go through Russia very easily. Are you going to take back your words now?
No, I'm not taking it. Hey, look, this is DDK, man.
Okay, so if you're
stay steady.
Nigeria are going through easily, right?
I didn't
Russia,
say,
South Korea.
I don't think I said easily, but I said we'll beat Russia.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be easy.
All right, so I think the guys in the studio, including myself,
I said South Korea is there as well.
Yeah, South Korea.
That's easy money. That's easy money.
Including myself, I'm thinking Nigeria will go through in that particular one. Of course, get to play in the knockout stage.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but you see, you talked about, our loss to Algeria. I think that it was eliminated us, right?
Yeah, eliminated. No. We just needed to win them. We were in the same group. We needed to win them to have a chance of qualifying. But then, because we already lost to the Democratic Republic of Congo, and then we couldn't win Kenya. Yeah. So we needed to win Algeria to go through, but then we couldn't.
Algeria had a better team. That was just it. And DRC, well, they had the power of Awilo Longomba behind them. But I still think it was a good outing for us.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, it put them out there. At least the world now knows, like, okay, these guys are coming. Even the coach sounded very motivated. I think the only thing we're missing was a life coach like Coach Ifyok. We need Coach Ifyok on the Nigerian team. Next time we're going out, Ifyok, you gotta sign up.
Come on. And it had to do with home base, so let's look forward for it.
Somebody tell those guys to call me. I'm ready.
Hey, hello.
I'm ready.
Hotline bling, yeah.
Hey, Coach Fuba, holla at your boy.
All right, that's great. That's great. As we were preparing for the World Cup coming up, August 31st, quite less than 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, less than 3 weeks we'll be having that World Cup. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm anticipating that particular one. So great stuff indeed, guys. We'll keep on talking. Keep on keeping the people updated before 31st of August.
Yeah, and speaking of good point by the way. And speaking of coaching, let me also segue back to the NBA. Tim Duncan was recently named an assistant coach by San Antonio Spurs. I used to be a big Spurs fan, up until they started messing up with Kawhi Leonard, and then, they lost me. But what do you guys think about the move, about making Duncan a coach?
Well,
Sorry, before you
Okay.
go, for listeners at home, Tim Duncan has won 5 championships for San Antonio.
Four.
5.
No. Kobe won 5.
Yeah, Timmy has 5.
Tim has 4.
So let's go. 1999,
Uh-huh.
2003, 2005, 2007, and then the time he beat LeBron's behind.
Ooh.
Hey. So 2014 as well. Yeah. So what do you guys think of the move, bringing the 5-time champion and 3-time finals MVP to be an assistant coach? What do you guys
and
think?
Greg Popovich is still the head coach, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I saw something before coming to the show. I saw a quote by Greg Popovich saying that he had been an assistant to Tim Duncan
for 19 years.
How come? I was
No,
trying to
it's a
understand.
joke. It's a joke.
Okay.
He pretty much says that because in their huddles, Duncan used to make a lot of suggestions. Like he'll bring the clipboard and then Duncan will be like, "Why don't we try this? Why don't we try this?" So sometimes he will say that I'm the assistant coach. Duncan is the coach.
Okay. So he now said that this time.
Now it's time for
Tim
Duncan to
Duncan
actually
be
be officially my employer. It was a joke.
Okay, it's gonna be a great one. Tim Duncan, like I said, I wasn't a basketball fan back then when Tim Duncan, the big guys used to play.
Yeah, but you saw when he beat LeBron this last time. That's the important one.
but of course, following his documentary, he was a great player for, of course, a legend for sports. And him teaming up with Greg Popovich. Greg Popovich is, of course, one of the greatest coaches as far as NBA is concerned. So I'm looking forward for sports
If not
becoming
the
a very
best.
strong side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, okay, call Duncan. Okay, anyways, what do you think?
I mean, I think it's an awesome move for the Spurs because they're really getting something that anybody could use. Like Tim Duncan is called the big fundamental,
Hey.
and that's because he knows the ins and outs of basketball. He knows the play calling. He knows the decision making. We've seen him do it all as a big man, and I think he's underrated as probably one of the best big men ever to play the game.
Ever.
I
think best power forward ever.
One of the best players to ever play the game as well. So I think he really understands the game, and it's gonna be easy switch for him to go from a player to a coach.
And I think it's really going to help LaMarcus Aldridge that plays the same position as he does.
Nah, LaMarcus is done. He's done.
Stop it!
I looked forward to LaMarcus coming and replacing the big fundamental, but he never has.
He's just played for 2 years now.
Man,
Patience,
he's
man.
He's old. He's old.
What do you mean he's old?
He's like 34 or 35 now.
This is like, what do you mean? Wait, I'm sure
He's not
like,
LeBron.
I'm
That's
sure
what I'm
it's
saying.
like,
He's not LeBron.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
So for sports to have a great season next season, we presume. What kind of players? I mean, what are the structures of their players now? DeRozan is still there.
The Spurs?
Yeah,
DeRozan's still there. You have White. He's coming back from an injury.
Yeah. What's the other guy's name? DeJounte Murray.
Yeah.
LaMarcus.
You have some young
So
guys.
are they title contenders or just pretenders?
Pretenders.
Okay. Even with Team Duncan, I think things
I
can
mean,
change.
unless you're referring to
Things can
chieftaincy title, but I mean, the NBA title, man, it's not
Oh,
happening.
no, so.
But I think another reason why Pop should be happy to have Duncan was when Pop was Duncan's coach. Duncan kind of set the tone for other players because obviously we know that Pop yells at players a lot, and he's very firm, he's very strict.
Right.
One time he sent Duncan to the bench in the finals. That time he helped LeBron to win a ring. Anyways, now that Duncan is here, for superstars like not a superstar, but stars like DeMar DeRozan, LaMarcus Aldridge, if they see that, if Duncan can tell them that, look, when I was in your shoes, this man used to yell at me and I'll take it. Of course, they will look, okay, I'm nowhere near the greatness of Tim Duncan. I might as well just fall in line. Because Tony Parker fell in line, Manu Ginobili fell in line, Steven Jackson, one of the craziest hotheads in the league, they had their clashes, but there were times he had to mellow to win his championship. So, yeah, I think this is going to help Pop a lot, in coaching these younger guys.
I agree.
So, final words before our commercial.
Pop is lucky.
Are we not going to talk about Houston Rockets? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll come to them. But yeah, he said he's one of the greatest coaches in the NBA. I think he's the greatest. Do you think there's any coach that is
Steve Kerr.
over Pop?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to throw a monitor at Ifyok's head.
First 5 years, first all championship.
Yes, but if they give me 4 all-star players on a team,
Mark Jackson had that same team.
No, he didn't have KD.
Golden State Warriors. What's his name? Head coach.
Yeah, Steve Kerr. That's what.
I'm gonna ask the sports farmer when I come back. I'm gonna ask the sports farmer.
Five years. That's all. That's all your resume. This guy's 20 years. He has impressed me. Come on, man. Let's go to commercials. Guys, it's just bounce. Stick with us. We'll be back in a few minutes. Kobe. Don't know how to take it slowly. Sharp guy, but right now you can hold me. Let's go. I love my chicken, actresses and finger licking. I met this girl on the weekend, got everything. My African, Puerto Rican, had that weekend, gotta pretend just to get in.
The only guy in my magazine, you know the crime is just a fantasy. So I reply, I'm the guy. It's not a lie, it's just a fallacy. She want the guy inside the magazine, you know the crime is just a fantasy. So I reply, I'm the guy. It's not a lie, it's just a fallacy. Hi and hello. Say you can drive me crazy. Can I be your passenger? Baby, hi and hello. Come and drive me gaga. Can I be your passenger? Trouble is with your dad to make them. To bring you home, you got to take them. Tell me, can I be your passenger?
Let me be second to.
Oh dear, softly as you stroke my baby. Oh dear, softly as you stroke my baby. Alright, welcome back to the show, guys. This is Just Bounce if you're just joining us. The song you just heard was done by the great philosopher, the one and only, the man that is just chilling and feeling appealing, DDK, aka Didi Kum Kum, the best thing since Ekpan Koko. Right, so where were we? I'm going to forgive if you're again for the blasphemy that that
I forgave myself already.
just before we went on a commercial break.
I think in sports, for me, in my opinion, there are some scenes that are not forgivable.
Yeah,
I mean, unforgivable.
like saying Steve Kerr or
That is-
Popovich.
that is-
Nah.
Oh no, I was talking about Kobe and Dwayne.
No, the Kobe one I forgiven you because you
Okay.
asked for it. But Popovich, Kerr over Popovich, man, stop it. Man, stop
You know what?
Stop it.
Kerr is a prodigy of Popovich and
Yes,
also
so,
Phil
yeah.
Jackson. So
I think so.
if you're a prodigy of two of the best coaches ever, I think it's
Yeah.
only fair.
That you pass there.
Yeah.
Well, then you need some more time. 5 years is not enough.
I mean, come on. You enter as a coach,
Yeah.
and your first 5 years you play in the finals.
And for me, I think Steve Kerr has just hit his Waterloo. This is the time he's gonna be declining.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, so-
this is how we'll know if he's that
if
great
he's one of the
coach.
greatest
He
managers.
has just Steph and Clay.
See, I don't have any doubts in Kerr. I told you that Warriors are gonna be what? Third? Or
yeah, you
fourth,
said
best
third,
team?
and they're not finishing top 5 in the West.
Come on.
Come on.
Goodness.
Come on.
Number 6 or below.
Steph Curry is still two-time MVP, and Draymond Green is still one of the best players in the league.
Yes, still not enough. Still not enough.
Let's see.
It's not enough, man. The West is a different beast now, man.
Let's see.
Like, even those
Well, you
examples.
guys are just making me anticipate the new season. How can you say that Golden State Warriors will be struggling, feet seed?
Listen, okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Are they finishing over Clippers? No, right? Are they finishing over Lakers? No. Are they finishing over Utah?
Yes.
No, what?
Yeah.
Easy answer, yes.
What do you mean?
Easy answer,
Okay.
yes. Mike Conley can never guard Steph Curry.
Look,
even
I was
in
even
his dreams.
talking about Klay Thompson. They never have Klay Thompson until like February of next year. So he's not going to play.
I
in the
told you
beginning.
Curry is going to average over 31 points.
And what's that going to do for him? He averaged 30 in his MVP season with Clay and Harrison Barnes, the carpenter, and Draymond Green, the kicker. But now it's just him, no Clay. They
Just
brought.
a fallacy.
I'm
thinking this is the time the legacy of Golden State Warriors is really gonna
let's
come
see.
and play. It's really
Let's
gonna come and play.
Now this guy's a coach.
Yeah,
Because
he does.
look, if you give, it's just like saying, can DDK coach? And you ask who were his players. I had Kobe Bryant. I had Steve Nash as my point guard. I had Paul Pierce as a small forward. I had Kevin Garnett. Psst, I'm going to win championships every year, even if I don't wake up and say, guys,
Can Eric Spoelstra say the same?
I mean, yeah, he had all those people. It's just that somebody was dragging his team down, LeBron James. But apart from that, yeah.
So what's on the next menu?
Hey, okay. So I'm going back to my Lakers. Hey, hello.
But okay. I saw something when you touched that Lakers. I mean, Lakers color, but on your hat is.
Look, but listen,
you know where I'm coming from. You know where I'm coming from.
Stop telling people my fashion choices. Just.
You know where I'm coming from. You know, as a staunch football fan, yeah. Like if I'm putting on an Arsenal jersey,
yeah,
I cannot. There's no point in my life I can wear a Tottenham jersey or a Manchester United jersey. It's impossible. So, but
first of all, that is a very flawed way to think because I don't think that people should die in a team. I used to be an Arsenal fan, but then we lost Henry, we lost everybody, and guess the most bad thing we lost was that Otu on their jersey. Like that was my name. How could you lose? Nah, man, I left them for Barcelona. So you're not tied to a team unless you live in that city.
Okay. All right.
So anyways, I'm not wearing a Lakers shirt. I'm wearing a Kobe shirt. And the hat is in support of my man, Victor Oladipo. He's coming back and he's coming back strong.
Yeah, he is.
He'll finish in the MVP ranking over Curry.
No, he won't.
Yeah, maybe he won't. But yeah. Now, we were talking about the Lakers. Kawhi Leonard, who has been in the news quite a bit, he obviously now is in the Clippers. I'm sure everybody and their mama knows that. It was rumored that Magic Johnson may have cost them a chance to sign Kawhi Leonard. And Kawhi kinda confirmed it when he came for his press conference and said he liked the way the Clippers handled things, and then they kept everything, like under wraps. Everything was, pretty much, it was low key, just like Kawhi. What do you think? Do you really think Magic cost Lakers?
No, I think that Magic, it wasn't working out. I think we saw that when he traded this guy that just went to Golden State. This young guy. They just traded for
D'Angelo Russell.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they could get Lonzo Ball. Magic, he wasn't ready for that position, and I'm glad he left when he did. He could have made things worse.
But it was important for him to trade D'Angelo.
He could have made things worse. I don't think Magic is a good GM.
Okay, well, he didn't do this as a GM. He's just like a super fan because he's no longer president. So he actually met Kawhi after he had left the president's seat. Okay. But my thing is, so if you want to recruit somebody, anybody, I think if I want to send somebody to like Thomas, I would try to look for someone that has things that Thomas can relate with or characteristics that he can relate with. So at least you guys can, there could be common ground.
Right.
I think that Magic Johnson and Kawhi Leonard are the two most opposite, what's it called now, temperaments. Kawhi Leonard is so low-key, so quiet. Magic Johnson is the flamboyant, he comes in, flashes a smile, you could see it halfway across it. Like, Magic Johnson can never be in a room and you won't know he's there. Kawhi Leonard is not like that.
Yeah.
So, I was wondering how they could even, want to pitch to Kawhi using Magic. But what do you think, though? Do you think that they actually lost Kawhi because of Magic?
Well, for Magic leaving the Lakers, for me, what he really pointed out was his problem was that he wasn't allowed to talk to other people. Yeah, like I can remember the time that this man, Russell Westbrook, had that 20 assist, 20-point assist, and he dedicated it to Nipsey, and he tweeted on that and saying, "Hey, I really appreciate you, man." And then the management of Lakers were like, "Hey, you're not supposed to do that." Yeah. And he said he left because of that reason, that he's not allowed to talk to other people. He's not allowed to continue his lifestyle.
Yeah, it's tampering.
So I don't know. I don't know that I don't really think.
But it's not even him leaving office that was the issue. It's the fact that after he left office, he went to him and Kawhi Leonard actually had a meeting, or Kawhi Leonard's uncle. They had a meeting, talking about the Lakers and Kawhi coming to the Lakers. But then this was in the news the next day. And then people were saying that because he publicized it, Kawhi and his people, because they're very quiet people.
So is that why you say that?
Yeah.
Magic Johnson is always bringing his business out there.
Well, but that's his style. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but that's his style, and I don't know if it really fits.
So he shouldn't have let people know that Kawhi was in the prospect of coming to Lakers, and that's why they lost
the Kawhi deal. Yeah, but to be honest, I really think he always wanted to go to the Clippers. That's just
because I saw in his quote he said he wanted to go back home.
Yeah.
He's from LA?
He's from San Diego, actually,
San Diego,
California.
oh,
And
California.
Clippers were in San Diego at some point.
Okay, so Kawhi saying he wants to come back home, that he really wants to play, that he's not, there is nothing wrong with him staying in Toronto Raptors, that he just wanted to come back home.
Yeah.
So why relating it to Magic Johnson? I don't think Magic Johnson. For me, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I
but
wouldn't agree to that.
there was
fact.
just a report out there. But anyways, let's leave those guys. He's in the Clippers. He's happy, and we'll move on from there. Now, there's a very important question. If you asked me off air, do you want to ask us about the Eastern teams? I'd like you to phrase it yourself.
I wanted to know, like, do you guys think they really have a chance at winning the championship, or it's a lock for the West this season?
I'll let Thomas go first.
I didn't get your question.
Do you think that the East has any chance of winning the championship, or it's a lock for the West?
Okay, because the East won it last season, and thinking of this season, I think it's time for the West to step up, because when you look at the trade, who has the most powerhouse? You mentioned Lakers, you mentioned Houston Rockets. I think the ball is right now for the Western Conference to take everything by the scruff of the neck. So I'm thinking.
What about Boston, Philly, and Milwaukee?
It was not a lock for Eastern Conference to win it last time. It was they put in so much work.
It was a lock for the Warriors last time, actually.
Okay.
Until the injuries
so
happened.
for me, it wasn't a lock for Eastern Conference. They did so much. I think they deserved it. If Golden State Warriors won that championship, it would have been one of the most heartbreaking times for me, because Eastern Conference put in so much work, especially Milwaukee Bucks. Remember that time they were losing against Portland?
Oh, so that's not because you're a hater.
I'm not a hater.
Okay, I'm a Warriors hater.
But I'm thinking this time, considering the activity, considering everything going on right now, the West are beginning to bring that powerhouse back. I think it's time for the West. I'm not saying it was a lock for Eastern Conference, but I'm just saying the West have more players that are going to step up. Of course, big players. Definitely, it's going to be the West next season.
What do you think?
I don't know. I think coming into the season, looking at teams like Boston, Milwaukee, and Philly, it depends on how they really get themselves together, and if they can really click by mid-season. Otherwise, I give it to the West straight.
See, I don't give it to the West straight at all. I think, first of all, you mentioned Boston, Philly, Milwaukee. Boston, joke. And I was a Boston Celtics fan. Well, nah, man, that's a joke. Milwaukee Bucks, nah.
There you go.
But Philadelphia, ooh.
See why you can't compare Giannis to LeBron?
No, but look, their team is just inexperienced. It's
Put LeBron on that team.
And what will happen?
Nothing.
LeBron belongs in old people's home. Anyways, now let's look at our Philly team. So we talked about how the Lakers team is. Okay, so there's LeBron, there's AD.
Right.
Philly has, first of all, AD and Embiid. They could actually go head to head. I think AD is a better player.
Right.
I actually think much better player, but that's left to be seen because he was injured. I think they could actually go head to head, cancel each other out a bit.
What about Horford?
Where's Horford? Horford is there right now. Tobias Harris is there.
Right.
Ben Simmons is pretty much a LeBron without jump shot.
Yeah.
So I think they have more on this side. The thing that the Lakers have is, I didn't even say this when I was talking about the GM pool and everything. Almost everybody on the Lakers roster, not named Anthony Davis, is a champion. Think about it. Okay, and Cousins. Rondo, Danny Green, Quinn Cook, JaVale McGee.
Yeah.
I could go on and on. That obviously LeBron 3-time. So they have this championship pedigree already.
Yeah.
That could be going for them. Now we talk about the Clippers. Apart from Kawhi Leonard, I don't think anybody there has been in any of the big moments.
Doc.
Well, okay, the coach. Yeah, Paul George has been in a few conference finals and
kissing LeBron's shoulders.
Got his behind whooped, So Philly is real though. Philly is real.
So DDK, you're saying it might be for the West, but it's gonna be a very tough battle, right?
Yes, and
okay.
And the reason I'm even saying the reason why I really believe in Philly is because in the West there are a lot of teams you first have to fight before you come out. That takes a lot out of you. Who is Philly fighting? Kemba Walker. Oh please, and Kanter. Look, Celtics are now a joke, man. So And I can't believe they gave him Kyrie's number. Like, I'm pissed off. I'm going to throw away my Celtics jerseys. No, I'm joking. They're expensive. Milwaukee. Giannis is going to score 40 points and lose. Psh, nah. Who else is even in the East? Indiana. This guy's coming back. But he doesn't have Boban anymore.
I don't think he's starting because Brogdon is in Indiana now.
No, Bogdan is in... He
Indiana.
moved.
He's in Indiana. He moved from Milwaukee to Indiana.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, nah, the East will be easy for whoever is coming out, which I think is Philly. And if they come out, then yeah, it's a battle.
So in the Western Conference, you have to fight a whole lot of battle, and you come out first. That makes you very stronger.
Yeah, well, I mean that makes you fresher. If you win your series in 4 games, as against the Western teams that I think will be going like 6 games, 7 games to win, then yeah, you're a lot fresher, you know.
What's up with OKC? Well, I heard
No
story.
comment.
I heard the story of Chris Paul that he might be traded again from OKC to as a deal be done.
You know what's going to happen?
No.
Next week or next time I'm here, I'm going to have an unofficial jersey retirement of Oklahoma City Thunder.
I need that
I'm
jersey.
done.
Thank you.
I'm done. I'm done. Don't talk about.
But
OKC.
it's quite funny how a team was a big team last season and now they're a joke of themselves.
You know what? I think that's even a good segue because we're going to talk about the worst teams right now in the league.
Okay.
Oklahoma City Thunder is definitely a bottom 3 team right now.
Oh goodness!
Yeah, definitely.
Without
at
a doubt.
least
Without
bottom
a doubt.
5.
As in, 3 of us are getting a yes on that particular one.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Oh my goodness!
What about the
Come on.
Cavs? What about the Cavs?
The Cavs are bottom 2, right? The Cavs and the Knicks even got better a little.
No, they got way better.
Yeah. But the Cavs and Phoenix Suns, like, what's going on? No, what did they draft? Phoenix. What did they draft?
I can't remember.
I think Devin Booker is going to come back better than this.
Yeah,
season.
definitely.
So Phoenix,
I expect him to mature.
Phoenix has some promise. Cleveland, oh my gosh.
Man.
Oh my goodness!
Cleveland is just.
I think they should be in the D League.
Maybe. Well, you see, that's the problem. Cleveland and the guy that's from Cleveland, they're both declining still.
Yeah. I don't know which guy is from Cleveland.
Hey, hey, that
The guy
2-3 in the Lakers. You know?
He's from Akron. He's not from Cleveland.
Okay, well, Akron, Ohio. Okay, all right. So the 2 Ohio
The king of
representatives.
Akron. Steph Curry was born in Akron too, by the way. For those that don't know.
Yeah, it was born in Ohio. Was it
No, he
Akron?
was born in Akron.
Yeah, but obviously that's the best player.
So we know
out
who the
of
king
Akron.
of Akron is.
No, Steph Curry is actually the best player out of Akron right now.
We know who the king is.
King of what though? See, that's like saying you live in one small neighborhood somewhere in Itam and you say, "Yeah, come on, I'm the king of Itam." So what? like people that are president of Nigeria and stuff. What do you mean the king of Itam? Like, who do we know that is from Ohio apart from Bow Wow? Guys. But yeah, so when it comes to
Okay.
So when it comes to the worst teams, my top 5 or bottom 5 in this case would be, I'm putting OKC there. I don't care about
I'm
the
putting
weather.
Charlotte there too.
Yes, Michael Jordan lost big in the offseason, but he gained big by signing Zion Williams to his shoe brand. We'll talk about that next week. So Charlotte is there, Cleveland is there, Oklahoma City Thunder is there. Even if they have Chris Paul, it doesn't matter. Who else? I think Phoenix is on the rise, so I won't put Phoenix there.
Wizards.
Wizards. Oh, John Wall is not coming back.
Where's he going to?
No, like he's still injured.
Is he still injured?
Oh, he's still a Wizard.
Bradley Beal?
He's there, but he might be traded. He might be.
Yeah, he might be traded. Yeah, well, those are my bottom. What are your bottom teams?
I think I will go with yours.
I think we're actually.
But Washington Wizards, I don't think they might go down. Right, good team.
Yeah.
I remember John Wall, great guy.
Yeah.
Great guy.
I can't wait for him to come back. But okay, so last topic before we listen to Success Culture by Coach Ifyok. Steve Kerr said something recently. He said he disapproves of the AD demanding a trade to leave New Orleans Pelicans. He said it's bad for the league. Okay, I'll give my take before I pass it around. I think that this is a very one-sided thing to say because he didn't complain when KD came to him. Do you understand that?
True.
Now, AD is even giving them a chance. Like, okay, you know what? Trade me and even get something back, because I'm not resigning with you guys. And that's even one way to look at it. he said AD was under contract when he asked for this trade. Was Harrison Barnes not under contract when they traded him?
Yeah, it was.
Was
Melo when he had requested a trade.
there's so many people that they've traded. Once it comes from management side, they just look at it like, well, yeah, it's just the nature of the game. But if a player, look, players are now powerful, they should deal with it.
Right.
That's
I
just
agree
my
completely.
take. Yeah.
The league is evolving and players have more power.
Yeah, of course. So, and player mobility is something that, man, Steve Kerr should just. I think it's just.
I think Steve Kerr knows that his doom is very near.
Yes.
And he sees some big players teaming up with bigger players, and he knows that he's going down. So he had to put that one in.
Yeah.
Well, I would love to see Golden State Warriors going down. I love to see them.
I wouldn't say that.
Look
I wouldn't say
Cleveland.
We have a hater. And well, I know Immortal is our resident Warriors fan. He's not here because his health is a little under the weather. So we're praying for you, Immortal. Get well soon, my man. And before we go, let's listen to Success Culture by Immortal. But whoa!
I got you.
Success Culture by Ifyok. But guys, this is Just Bounce from Thomas, Ifyok, and DDK, aka Didi Kum Kum. Thanks for listening.
Bad man to the core, but not a goose on Diddy